Hello, friends, and welcome to yet another episode of Project Management Video of Knowledge. Now, in the last video, we made plan scope management. We had requirement management plan and scope management plan at our hand. Now, through requirement management plan, we review all the requirements. So, utilizing various tools like context diagrams, which systems are interacting with the other systems, this system interact with us or not, how the process, people, and the systems interact with each other. By using document analysis, we see your project documents, business document, and all those tools and technique to ensure that we can get all the requirements. We look at the project charter, business case, benefit management plan, project management plan, and all those things so that we have right requirements at our hand. And once we have all the requirements, business requirement, solution requirement, functional requirement, non-functional requirement, we all have we have all those requirements. We make requirement traceability matrix. Requirement traceability matrix Requirement traceability matrix basically linked all requirement till the end. Even if we don't produce that requirement, we need to document that requirement. We need to give value that some stakeholder has given us this requirement. Because most of the time, especially I'm talking about the agile project, all the requirements are not produced, but documenting them gives a feeling to stakeholders that their requirements are being valued. So all requirements are taken here. So let's see it from the notes. Collect requirements. You are collecting all the needs and wants of the projects. You are taking what the stakeholder wants from this project and how that can affect to the final projects. You are using observation. You are using prototypes, questionnaires and surveys. If the audience is large and you want to collect the requirement, maybe you can give them a questionnaires, open-ended question or a closed-ended question with a yes and no, and the audience can give them their input and you can get the answer. For example, if you want to know that particular food will work in this area or not, you can give a free food, free sample, or you can send out surveys asking the people that will they pay for this food as much as they are paying, or you can observe people or other shops and see what their product is being doing and how you can improve your, or you can make a prototype. For example, I want this car. The first thing is I can make a prototype like this, a model, a 3D model, a physical model, or even a model on a paper can work. So prototype is a very good way to get the answers back, to get the early answers. So in this collecting requirement, we are ensuring that all requirements, all things are being collected, being understood from the stakeholder point of view. These are the IGTOs which we are discussing them, how we understanding them. For example, we are using on prototype. Let's put this prototype under all these tools and technique. We show this to expert and we get an expert judgment on it. And if there is a brainstorming session and we are getting some ideas from brainstorming, the windshield shouldn't be like this, these uh, these doors should not open like this. We can have a one-on-one interviews, focus group questions, we can have a decisions, and we can discuss all these things in this. One important tool that is being used in this is nominal group technique. We will discuss it later. First, the definition of collect requirement. We document all the requirement and the requirement has to be unambiguous. They has to be complete, traceable, consistent, and most importantly, requirements have to be acceptable to stakeholders. Requirements can be business, stakeholder, solution, transition, project quality, and functional, non-functional requirement. We already have discussed all these inputs, so I'm not going to go into detail and discuss these inputs. Charter, plan, scope management plan, requirement management plan, how requirements activity will be planned, tracked, and report, how they will be prioritized, product matrices that will be used for prioritization, attributions, stakeholder management plan, no comments, business case, benefit management plan, expert judgment. We already know what expert judgment is. We have used brainstorming, idea generation technique, interviews, to get confidential information. Question and survey, I have explained it. Benchmarking, you compare the standards of other organizations. You can do it internally or externally. Identify the best practices, generate ideas for improvement, basis for measuring performance. Focus group, pre-selected stakeholders are led by trained moderators. You analyze the data. You do decision on voting. Voting can be unanimity, majority, plurality, autocratic decision making, whatever the criteria you have. Then from the brainstorming, you have all the ideas. You classify those ideas in the form of affinity diagram. You can make a mind map of those. Then we have facilitations, joint application development, quality function deployments, user stories. All these are a facilitation technique. You can observe, you can observe someone what he is doing, and that technique is called observation. Observation can be just passive observation or active observation that you take part in it. So active observation, passive observation, and remember Hawthorne effect. Short-term improvement in observing worker. When you observe some worker for short term, their work can get improved. They can do better work as they do it normally because they can think the people are watching us. So remember this Hawthorne effect. Then very important tool and technique, nominal group technique. It is a four-step technique. Step one, a question or a problem is posted to the group. Each person generate ideas. Moderator collect the ideas, arrange it, and you rank those ideas. Again, basically what is happening, brainstorming, then affinity diagram, then decisions of ranking, then you are taking action. Context diagram, showing relationship of process, computer system, and all those things. You make a prototype, you get a requirement documentation, all requirements are documented here, and you get requirement traceability matrix, a matrix linking the all the requirements. So that's all for today.